Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am Giles Dickson, the CEO of Wind Europe, and it's a great pleasure to be able to talk to you. The Baltic Sea has enormous potential for offshore wind. By 2050, it could have 93 gigawatts of offshore wind installed. Now, the most efficient way for the 8 countries around the Baltic Sea to develop their offshore wind is to cooperate with one another. Regional collaboration is absolutely key. And the Polish government has taken a great lead in this respect by bringing the 8 countries together last year to sign a declaration saying we will support each other in our respective build out of offshore wind. What this means is that they should coordinate their approach to the grid investments, coordinate their approach to the maritime spatial planning, and of course, coordinate their planning for those offshore wind projects they want to build that will have connections to 2 or more countries, those so-called hybrid offshore wind farms. Not all offshore wind farms will be hybrid offshore wind farms. Many will be point to point with a single grid connection back to the mother country. But these hybrid wind farms will play an increasingly important role. Whether it's hybrid or simple point to point grid connection, the regional cooperation will really help because countries need to learn from each other the best approach to maritime spatial planning, the best approach to ensuring happy coexistence between the offshore wind farms and all the other economic and societal interests that are using the sea space as well. A coordinated approach also to the regulations, such as the health and safety regulations, to ensure that the technicians working on these offshore wind farms can work on offshore wind farms right across the Baltic Sea, that they're not just restricted by only having, for example, the Polish health and safety certificate. So there we are. Cooperation between the 8 governments, really important, and also close cooperation between the offshore wind industry, the electricity transmission system operators, the TSOs, who play a key role in developing the grid connections, cooperation with the other economic and societal actors that have a stake in the sea space, the fishing industry, the shipping industry, the military and environmental interests. All of that is absolutely key. Now, investors have great interest in investing in the development of offshore wind in the Baltic Sea. And it's really great that balticwind.eu has now set up this single focal point of information about all the offshore wind projects that are being developed across the whole of the Baltic Sea. So there's a single one-stop shop of information for the investors to go to find out what projects are being developed, have they got their permits yet, how far advanced are they, who is involved. This will be extremely helpful. So well done to you at balticwind.eu for giving us this tool. And we at Wind Europe look forward to working with you and everybody else involved in the build out of offshore wind in the Baltic Sea. Thank you very much.